So Treasury Secretary and professional liar Janet Yellen was asked in a press conference this week if small banks and community banks would be bailed out the same way that SVB Bank was bailed out if they were to run out of money. And she said no. So all of the ultra-rich elites like Peter Thiel and Roku, who had hundreds of millions of dollars in that bank, well, they get bailed out and their deposits get returned to them in full, no question. By the taxpayer, of course. But a small regional community bank, like one that has the business of, let's say, a farmer in Iowa, if they had over $250K in the bank and that local small bank was to fail because the government is inducing a run on those banks by this policy specifically, they wouldn't be bailed out. When asked why, she said it's because the banks have to be so big that they present some type of systemic risk, which essentially means that they will bail out the elites. But any small bank where you might have $1 million, for example, you don't get bailed out. But Peter Thiel and Roku, they get bailed out hundreds of millions of dollars. What this does and what it's going to do is essentially take these likely solvent small banks and force people to take their money out because it's at risk, thus causing a run on the banks, and all that money then funnels into the large banks, the too big to fail banks, and now government-run banks like SVB, further ushering in 5 large banks and government banks only, which will eventually lead to CBDCs and social credit scores. That's right.